do you think there's going to be a premium that has to be paid? And I know we're going to get to the Rodgers thing, in a moment, but like reports were, the Packers want 2 first-round picks, and they kind of seem hell bent on sending him to the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think there's going to be an NFC tax, like especially if it's Jerry Jones? Because like, think of it this way: not only are you going to have to give up draft capital to get Aaron Rodgers, you're going to have to find a new head coach because there's no way on God's green earth he is going to play for Mike McCarthy again.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And
what
the
if
only logical person
Sean Payton?
is Sean Payton.
Mm-hmm.
But like, now how many assets are you going to have to give? Like, are you going to have any first round draft picks in the next like 5 years at that point?
It was worked out for the Rams, didn't it? Right?
I mean, up until this season. I mean,
well,
granted, they got the championship,
Puma,
so like,
they went to 2
ipso
Super Bowls.
facto, mission accomplished.
They went to 2 Super Bowls in 4 years and won one. Like, I think Jerry Jones would happily sign up for that deal. Like,
Fair enough.
here's the thing about the NFC, man. Like, I don't understand this. I really don't. Like, why are you like mad about where he's going? Just get the best deal possible. Like, okay, let's say you trade him to the worst spot possible in the Chicago Bears. Okay, in your rival, in your division. Okay, he'll torment you for 2 years, then he'll go away. Okay, I'll take those 2 first-round picks for the next 20 years. What I'll turn them into. I don't care. Same thing with Brett Favre when he got traded and went back to Minnesota. It was 1 year he beat up on the Packers and they were fine with Aaron Rodgers and they moved on. They will move on eventually. It'll be fine. Just trade him for the best possible spot.
Mm-hmm.
So we're already on the Aaron Rodgers train.
I buy that.
We're already on the Aaron Rodgers train. Might as well talk about where we think he's going to end up at. Like, I mean, do you think I know you said the NFC tax is going to come into play. So do you think the Jets are somebody that's going to be poking around there?
I think it's going to be the Jets. I think Woody Johnson is just over, this failed quarterback experiment pretty much ever since he left to be, I believe he was the ambassador to the United Kingdom under, when Trump was in the White House and his brother was running shop. And that's when, they spent like drunken sailors and it blew up in their face to a certain extent. But I think it's gonna be the AFC. If you look, one of the handicappers for Sportsline, great product by the way, Matt Severance, he's ranked out some of the the odds right now in his own handicapping. The Jets are at even money. The Titans would be at plus 300. New England plus 700. The Colts,
best luck with that.
The Colts, one of the dark horses at plus 900, and then the Raiders at plus 1,000. I think honestly, it's going to be Jets or bust. Maybe Jim Irsay comes in at the 11th hour and says, "To hell with it! I will mortgage all of my draft picks to get Aaron Rodgers in the building." And hey, the Colts have a penchant of doing that, of just trading for veteran quarterbacks and seeing if that'll be the answer to their prayers. But can you imagine Aaron Rodgers and Jeff Saturday? Like, that would be must-see TV on the sidelines. But I think it's going to be the Jets. I think Woody Johnson's going to part ways with the 2 first-round draft picks, and they're going to try to win within that 2-year window. And go from there. And it's fun to look at the Jets offense in a certain extent with Aaron Rodgers under there, because there are playmakers. Like, you have Breece Hall, who's going to be coming off of a knee injury, so I'm kind of downgrading him for next year, just because normally it's not until year 2 post knee surgery where you start to see the burst come back. But you have Garrett Wilson at the wide receiver position. You have Elijah Moore at the wide receiver position. Michael Carter at the running back position, who filled in great. Zonovan Knight. You have a quasi elite defense. Like, all Aaron Rodgers has to do is just be smart with the ball, get the ball to his playmakers, and the rest will kind of take care of itself. And let's be honest, Jay. I mean, another big takeaway from that Bills game is the AFC East is not like Bills and then the field. I think everybody going into next season may or may not have a puncher's chance to win that division, because the Bills don't have a stranglehold on it. So if that's going to be your trump card, is Aaron Rodgers in this division, I think if you're Woody Johnson, you have to swing for the fences, because you have no quarterback. Zach Wilson clearly is not the guy. Mike White is a great story. He is not the guy either. And then like the other quarterback free agents, okay, so Tom Brady, if he wants to do like the spite thing and play Bill 2 times a year, sure. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Jimmy Garoppolo, Teddy Bridgewater, Daniel Jones, and now you're getting to the Case Keenums, Mason Rudolphs, Jacoby Brissett's, Geno Smiths of the world. Like, I think if you're Woody Johnson, you have to swing for the fences. You have to come up with an offer that simply the Green Bay Packers cannot refuse. And let's be honest, the Packers look like they're going to be in decent hands from the flash that we saw of Jordan Love when he filled in, ironic enough, against the Eagles about a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Puma, Rodgers, the Patriots confirmed.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, man. Could you imagine
Oh, okay.
Rodgers and Bill Belichick together in the same room?
Rodgers, Bill Belichick, and Billo the Clown?
Oof,
oh, yeah.
They'd last a practice and a half.